What really happened behind the gates of the military camp where Jungkook was serving his military service? Behind her relaxed look that always amazes her fans, there is a big secret that she is preparing, and no one knows very well what is going on. Fans and even observers of the music industry began to smell something strange, something that led to something much bigger than just military duty. Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS known for his clean and humble image, turns out to be involved in a highly controlled and risky military project. However, is it true that he is facing a greater danger than just serving in the regular army? During this time, Jungkook was better known for his melodious voice, exceptional ability on stage, and warm personality. Now, however, the world begins to wonder, is there something darker that he is preparing in silence? Not only that, rumors of tensions between Jungkook and military officials began to surface. According to several unnamed sources, Jungkook is working on something very important, something that could even change the course of history. However, why does Jungkook seem to be so cautious in his steps lately? Why did he feel the need to seek protection from the most powerful in the country? Of course, there was an unexpected party that might be able to provide protection to him. According to reports, Jungkook had contacted the president and asked for immediate protection from the country's highest security body, the Presidential Bodyguard. If this news is true, what could have prompted a famous celebrity to take such a drastic step? What is going on behind the scenes of the military that makes a man who has been known as a peaceful young man should seek refuge in this way? Is Jungkook in greater danger than we imagined? And even more surprising, what projects is he working on? All these questions will soon be revealed. Sources close to the situation revealed that Jungkook was more than just a regular part of the military's routine. Instead, he was involved in a highly secretive military project involving several key parties within the government structure. Some rumors even point to projects involving advanced technology and military strategies that have never been made public before. Of course, in this kind of situation, Jungkook not only needs to be careful of certain parties, but also has to think about the next steps very carefully. Is he really prepared for what might come? Meanwhile, BTS fans are certainly not standing still. They dug deeper into what happened at the Jungkook military camp and tried to get more information about the project. What was revealed later was shocking, that there was more to it than just conscription. There is a greater power behind the decisions he makes. However, will Jungkook be able to keep himself safe amid the tremendous pressure coming from all directions, and will he have any other choice but to seek protection from the president himself? All that makes the world more curious and wondering. However, as time went on, the news about this tension intensified. The news of Jungkook asking the president for protection is no small thing. Why a BTS member who has been known to have good relations with many parties in the industry now has to face the state security agency? Is there really a danger threatening him? Could it be that Jungkook is facing a major conflict between his loyalty to the country and his position as an internationally influential celebrity? While certain parties continue to observe Jungkook's movements in the military camp, one big question arises that is increasingly difficult to answer. Will this secret project change everything? In several previous interviews, Jungkook has revealed how important it is for him to remain humble and maintain good relations with everyone. However, what happens if the world he knows suddenly changes? What happens if Jungkook has to choose between loyalty to his country and his own safety? Is it more than just an ordinary military duty? There's definitely more going on behind the scenes, and it seems that Jungkook will soon be faced with a bigger choice than just becoming a global idol. The decision he will make now is not only related to him, but can also have an impact on many people around him. Further investigation revealed that several sources who did not want to be named said that the project Jungkook was working on was not something that could be underestimated. In fact, some national security experts mentioned that this could be directly related to state security. Is it possible that Jungkook is involved in a project related to military intelligence or a more sensitive defense strategy? If true, what consequences will it face? And will Jungkook be able to get out of this situation safely? As we know, the world of entertainment and the world of the military often operate on very different paths, and the meeting of these two worlds certainly raises very big questions. Meanwhile, many have questioned the role of the top military brass involved in the project. There seems to be an invisible tension between Jungkook and them. Some speculated that there were a number of high-ranking officials who felt threatened by Jungkook's involvement in the project, leading to heightened tensions. Does Jungkook feel there is a real threat from these people? If so, how will he protect himself, and what next steps will he take? Could he really be involved in something much bigger than just serving in the military? However, despite all these speculations, one thing is certain: Jungkook is in the midst of a very difficult situation. As a member of BTS who has millions of fans around the world, he certainly cannot be careless in acting. Every step he takes will be observed by many, and with his international status, every decision he makes could be in the spotlight of the world. What is really going on behind the doors of the military camp? And is this project really going to shake the world? Or is it just a storyline deliberately created to add hype? One thing is certain: Jungkook's story is far from over. Many questions remain unanswered, and BTS fans and the international world are waiting with anticipation to find out what will happen next. This secret project could be just the beginning of a bigger story, and we can all just wait to see how Jungkook will handle the big challenges that come his way. Sure, this story gets more interesting as time goes on. The tension involving Jungkook in the military camp is growing, and BTS fans are feeling anxious, wondering if their idol is in real danger. However, despite the speculations, one thing is clear: Jungkook faces a very difficult situation, and he cannot rely solely on his fame or popularity to get out of it. Something bigger than himself is happening, and it involves many parties that are much more powerful than him. Some reports obtained from reliable sources suggest that Jungkook's project may be directly related to a top-secret military operation. There is even speculation that he was involved in the development or testing of advanced technologies that could change the course of a country's military policy. If true, this is not just an ordinary project that can be completed easily. This is something that can change a lot in a short time. Is Jungkook prepared enough to face the consequences of his involvement in this project? And more importantly, will he be able to keep himself safe in the midst of so much pressure from all sides? However, the deeper this investigation goes, the more parties feel that something is more complicated than it seems. Some of those who were previously involved in the project are now avoiding it, and this adds to the mystery surrounding the whole story. Those who knew the deeper information began to speak cautiously, not wanting to get further involved in this darkening conspiracy. Some even suggested that Jungkook might be caught up in a bigger power play than he could have imagined. Does he really know what he's dealing with? Or is he just a pawn in a much bigger plan?